Hello, and thank you for joining us once again on MYLegalSoftware. And before we even get started with the topic today, let me introduce to you, we have Sabrina Dosenko, a paralegal. Sabrina, would you like to say hi to our audience?
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me.
Wonderful. We have Zaina as well. She's out in the United States as well. And we also have Ravi joining us as well as a panelist, and John as well. So today we're going to look at how we can scale your solo or small law firm with MYLegalSoftware. Before we even just jump into actually having a look at the software, Sabrina, I know that your practice is actually using the software as well. Could you just give us a little rundown, you being a paralegal, how does it assist you in your daily tasks?
I would say that my MyLS is very helpful in terms of keeping track with what we're doing for a client, what is happening in terms of communication between the remote team and between the team that is in person. It has everything, like in terms of the case notes, everything that we did on this case, that is basically a track record of everything that has happened throughout the time the client has come into the office. It's a very organized software that is used because, it has everything that you really need. And, like everything in terms of like uploaded files, who's working on what in terms of like caseworkers that's on the case. What else? If there's an appointment for a client, there's that which is created, and you kind of see what's going on, what's next, and it definitely makes the life of the lawyers easier and the attorneys. I feel like it makes their life easier and make our life easier to just use. It's very organized, and I would say it's pretty straightforward once you kind of use it every single day, because that is one of the systems that we do use every single day.
That is actually fabulous to hear. And one of the key words that you actually did use was easier. And that's what I like to hear, making life easier. And one of the key factors in making life easier is going paperless, because all your documents can be uploaded and can be tracked at whether you are in court, whether you're at home or in the office. You can view all your documents at your fingertips on your laptop. Am I correct?
Correct.
All right. Now, when it comes to different sizes of law firms, do you think this software would work for a company of 3, going up to a company of 100?
It can work for a small company, a big company. It could work for any company, honestly. It's just with when you get the right training and you are taught how exactly everything is done, everything is there for you.
Fabulous. Because when you mention training as well, we also do offer that one-on-one training with each and every consultant or associate in the firm. And by doing that, everybody is well prepared on how to use this. That's what we did with your law firm as well. And many
I'm so sorry, you're kind
now,
of
just to move on up, but before we get to those questions, what I would like to find out is what feature on MyLS. Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes. I guess it's your video that's later than what you're saying.
Okay, my apologies. So before we move on to the questions, what particular feature on MyLS stands out for you in your particular position that you are in the law firm?
Case notes.
Case notes. All right, so let's see if we can jump into that quickly. I will share my screen. And maybe you can just give us a quick rundown of how it works for you. Is the screen visible?
Yes.
Okay, so this is when we do open up a case. a particular case. We're looking at case number 115. That's just information. So you said case notes would be the most important to you. Could you explain to us why?
So I would say case notes is most important because that is where you are getting a brief summary of what's going on with the case, when the case was opened, who opened the case, everything about the case, and then what work has been done towards it. So if there's a client that came in today and I opened up a case, you will see that I opened up the case, and then I would write the notes as terms of, in the summary, what I did for that person, what we're doing for the client, and terms like that. And then, weeks later, you will see the case workers will also write down what exactly they have done or what they needed, whether they called the client and they didn't hear from the client, or they did contact the client and they didn't. They contacted the client, they spoke to the client. So everything is really told, to you when you read the case notes, and it's basically just a lump sum of where you're at. So when you are given a case, for you to submit a packet or something like that, you would just read the case notes. And also the emails are actually, on there too. Whatever we do in the case notes, we can read the email instead of going to the whole email thread. We can just see where you left off with this case in particular.
So that is actually good to hear. So no matter who is at the firm, whoever's working on the case, if the case needs to be reassigned, somebody can just pick up from where it left off and understand the entire case.
Mm-hmm.
That is wonderful. Give me one more feature before we move on to the next part. That would stand out for you as a paralegal.
Something else that stands out?
Yeah, something else that stands out for you that makes your life easier as well.
Uploaded files. So we may be asking clients for specific things, and we may be asking clients for documents to support their case, whatever the case is. And we can see, if it's labeled correctly and things like that. It's the retainer. From the retainer, there's the ID, there's the supporting documents, there's everything on there that is, scanned and uploaded, and you add it on a file there.
Wonderful. So folks, if you are out there, you are watching, if you do want to get in touch with us, it's 934 Law Tech. If you want to reach out to us on our webpage, www.MYLegalSoftware.com. And if you want to reach me directly, it's mike.mo@MYLegalSoftware.com, or just call into 934 Law Tech and you can get a hold of me directly. We do have a fabulous team behind us, and we are always there willing to assist and guide you through the process. So I want to have a look at the few questions that did pop up. Let's get to that. Just a second. So one of the questions that did come up, Sabrina, are there customizable reporting features in MYLegalSoftware?
I don't understand the question.
So they want to know if we can actually do, okay, they actually rephrased it. How does MYLegalSoftware secure client portal ensure confidentiality and privacy of client information?
Okay, so MYLS provides case numbers to clients. So there is let's just say the example that we were using, case number 115, I believe it was?
Yes, correct.
Yes. So we were using case number 115, and it basically, that is a client's identification when they come into the law firm. And if you don't know the number, that's okay. We can put, the name of the client in the system, and then we always provide them. So when they do come into the law firm, we do ask them to provide us with their case number, and from there we automatically know who you are. So it is 100% confidential, and yes, it is definitely a great software to use if you're considering it.
Oh, that is fabulous. I actually enjoyed the way you responded to that. So we have another question here. I think this is going to be more related to me. In terms of cost and pricing, how does MYLegalSoftware accommodate the budgetary constraints of a small law firm while offering scalable solutions? I think it might be more suitable for you to answer that. Sabrina?
Tell me the question again.
So in terms of cost and pricing, how does MYLegalSoftware accommodate the budgetary constraints of small law firms while offering scalable solutions?
Okay, so I'm not sure how other law firms work, but I can only speak for GEHI and Associates. That is the law firm that I am a part of. The best way that I can say that keeping track with balances that clients have is when a client does make a deposit, MyLS automatically deducts and tells you what the balance of the client, what they will owe. From there, on the screen, I don't know if you could share your screen again to show a case number 115 or 14, one of them.
There we go.
Okay, so on it's on my right-hand side where it says balance, it says $1,549.99. Now, if Mike would go to the accounting section, I don't know if you could do that. Okay, so I believe the total fees of if I'm reading it correct, Mike, you can help me out. Total fees of this account is $2,049.99. And
Yes.
They made a deposit of $500 in a check form. And then the outstanding balance, what I was saying, MyLS automatically deducts it to $1,549.99. So that is the balance of how much, the client will have to owe. And then if you scroll down, it shows the date, the payment number, who took the payment, the amount that was paid, and then so it keeps track of what you paid, what the client paid, what the client didn't pay, and it's all there for you. Like, it's kind of like a I would say it's like it doesn't make you think too much. It just does it all for you. You just have to log in. You have to bring yourself onto the software.
So it's just basically an automated system, which everyone loves. So just to emphasize on a bit of that, on that question in terms of cost and pricing. So this question could relate to that, or it could relate to what's the cost of the software itself. So there is various options on how you can actually purchase the software. There is a licensing fee per user, and we also offer a pay per client basis. But in order to find out about this more, please do not hesitate. Give us a call, 934-LAW-TECH, or contact me directly, mike.mo@mylegalsoftware.com, and I'll be happy to answer all your questions or anything that you want to know about the software or what other services we do offer. I am glad to do that for you. So I see another question in here. What auditing capabilities does MYLegalSoftware offer? Would you like to answer that, or should I go?
You should go. Go ahead.
Okay. So with the auditing feature, you could literally audit the entire firm. You could audit each case. You could audit your billings, the accounting feature. So there is a vast array of it. So if I had to pop back over onto the software and give you guys a quick demonstration of what it looks like, you would actually click on the audit feature. And then you would see what you could audit. You could audit the accounting, invoices, fully paid, outstanding, monthly payments due, and monthly invoice. You can audit the events, timesheets, cases, clients, and the mail as well. And not everyone has access to this here. It would only be basically the admin or the super admin that would have access to the back end of this. That's provided you do get access. I know paralegals and associates would not have access to this. Am I correct, Sabrina?
No, we do not have access to this.
All right. I see another question. Okay, guys, y'all are busy today. Can you explain the process of implementing MYLegalSoftware within a small law firm? Will such be customized specifically to fit in?
That's
okay,
a question.
in order, yeah, that's a question for me. Okay, so in order for us to implement MYLegalSoftware within a small law firm, the basic questions that would be asked: what type of law firm is it? What area of practice are you in? How many staff members do you have? And then obviously we can customize the software to your needs, or what you need on it and what you don't need on it. And when you are a small law firm, I know constraints are a massive issue. You don't have a lot of funds to spend straight away. That is why we have tailor-made solutions for you, where we can get you started. And also in that particular thing, I know I'm going to go a bit off topic here as well, we can also offer you a tailored solution for your social media as well as a website. So guys, like I said, if you want to find out more, there's my number at the back of me, 934-LAW-CHECK, or email me directly. So moving on, do we have any other questions? No, not at this moment. So I would like to ask one more thing. I see. Okay, they asked another question. Are there any training or support resources available for small law firms to ensure a smooth transition to MYLegalSoftware? Okay, yes, the answer to that is yes. We have a fabulous marketing and sales team in MyLS. We would offer you a one-on-one tailored solution to your time, to your hours, how we could train you and your staff. And we would ensure a smooth transition of your data from another platform onto ours. And like I said, if you want to find out more about this, please do give us a call. Sabrina, I just have one quick question for you.
Yes.
I'm just going to share my screen so the audience out there can actually have a look. Seeing that your guys are in immigration, how does the immigration forms benefit you as a company, as a paralegal, benefits the attorneys?
How does the immigration forms help me?
How does it benefit the company overall?
I don't understand the question.
Okay, so you know most softwares out there do not have what we have built into the system, especially on the immigration software, where the USCIS forms are on the system and it's updated constantly. Maybe Zaina would like to answer that for us.
Oh yes, Zaina.
Thank you, Mike. Yeah, I believe that the integration of the forms into the software is so much more helpful than individually having to go search up the forms and download them. It is a very easy interface to use. And when you go through the motions of filling out the form on the software, it comes out exactly in the format that the official form will come out by the time you're ready to hit print as a PDF or print it out. And it's always like the developer can make sure that the latest version of the forms are updated to the software, and that ensures that there is no, you don't have to constantly go out to the USCIS website, make use of your precious time and find out if you're using the current version or not, and download the forms and so on. So it's a very helpful feature on the software.
That is fabulous. And do you send them directly through to your clients via the client portal?
That's absolutely correct. So wherever we need signatures of the client, we can send the forms right through to the client using the client service portal. And they're also able to review it once we have worked, so we can maintain accuracy on all the forms.
Wonderful. And for them to do signatures, there's a particular feature called DocuSign, correct?
That's absolutely right. Yes, DocuSign.
Wonderful. And also, when you want to have a meeting with the clients, there's obviously Zoom, WebEx installed as well, where you could meet with them directly, like how we're doing a Zoom webinar. You could do the same.
That's right. That's right. Many of our clients are remote. They may be international. We're probably doing consular processing for them, or they may be in other states in the US. And of course, it's not possible for them to come into our office physically. So we are able to use WebEx or Zoom to connect with them.
Mike, are you there?
I'm sorry, Zena, you broke up there for a moment.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I was just saying that for a lot of our clients who are remote or in other parts of the US or international, we are able to connect with them very easily using the Zoom and the WebEx feature on the software.
That is fabulous to hear. Zena, and just for the audience out there that's listening, I know we have a lot of attorneys that watch us, and they also want to figure out, like, they're not going to use the software as much as they paralegals or the receptionists. How long did it take you to actually learn features on the software itself with the training we provided?
I would say I was comfortable with it since day one, but of course, the more I started practicing and getting used to the different features, in about a week, I would have said that I mastered the software. It's very, very easy to use. It's really a no-brainer. Like, there are so many different features highlighted very easily. You can find them very easily. And yeah, it wasn't hard at all for me to learn the software.
That is fabulous. And for you yourself, what feature really works for you amazingly that you love?
I love the audit feature. So even though I work as a paralegal and a manager for my firm, I do have access to certain admin features. And so to be able to audit the work of my peers as well as my juniors and seniors allows me to make sure that we're all on top of our tasks, especially when hearings are coming up or there is an attorney representation required by a certain deadline, there is a motion to be filed and so on. It really helps us stay on top of our tasks, the audit feature.
That is wonderful. And seeing that you have a few admin features, have you used the billing feature?
Could you repeat that, please?
Have you used the billing feature?
The billing feature, yes, I have, yes.
Okay, and do you have the card knock system that's integrated?
That's right, yes.
Okay, could you explain to our folks out there how card knocks assist your business in increasing your billings?
You broke up right there. Could you repeat that again, please?
Could you explain to the audience out there, how does card knocks increase your billings or helps you keep your billings to where it needs to be?
Right. So it's just so much easier when Card Knocks has been integrated into the system, because then we're not waiting to chase up clients with cash payments or other forms of payments, and they can easily enter their card details. It's all integrated in the system, and it results in very smooth accounting processes for our company, as well as a smooth user experience for the clients.
That is fabulous. So I see we have like 5 minutes left before we can conclude with this. So I want to say thank you to Sabrina, thank you to Ravi, thank you to Saina and John who have joined us on the panelists. And just to recap, the main topic of this year was actually how we can scale your business, being it a small or a large firm. I would like to reflect more on the smaller guys out there needing assistance on how to actually get started. We can set your business up from your social media to your website to the software. And one of the most amazing parts behind that is, yes, it would take some time, but we could actually get you clients landed to your doorstep organically. It will be done. It will take some time, but do not hesitate to give us a call. Look us up on our website. Email us. Give us a call, like I mentioned, and we will be glad to assist you. There's a variety of staff, or a lot of staff, that will pick up the phone, greet you, welcome you. You will feel like you're part of us, one of us, and you would have an amazing time with us. I hope to have you guys do business with us in the future. So please give us a call, 934-LAW-TECH. And I want to say thank you for joining us. And I think that should be all for now.
Thank you so much for having us, Mike, Ravi, MYLegalSoftware, and Sabrina. Thank you so much for being here as well.
No problem. Have a good day, everyone.